Quick, we wanted to mention that Sid Vicious, Sycho Sid, has apparently passed away. When the news came out, it was his son, right? And made the post on
Yeah.
Facebook, and obviously, kind of shocked to see it. You know, Sid is still pretty young man, relatively speaking.
Yeah, I think 64, I think I read.
64, yeah, or maybe 63. I think he was,
Yeah.
yeah, 63. Gonna turn 64 pretty soon. Yeah, at the end of this year, he would have turned 64. So, I mean, yeah, 63 is too young to go. Just, super unfortunate. Anyone who listens to this show knows that we were supposed to have him as a guest years ago. Kyle and myself were going to interview him. In fact, we had him on the line on the phone, and then he had to cancel the interview, and we joked about that over the years. But I will say, I had a chance to, talk with him in setting up that interview and texted with him a little bit. The dude was hilarious. I've told you, Justin, before about some of those texts that he sent me when we were going to
Yeah.
do that interview. He was a funny guy, and it's unfortunate we didn't get that interview on our show. But man, what a force in pro wrestling! I remember I always said to people back when I was a kid, like, of all the wrestlers, I mean, outside of Andre the Giant, this is like the dude that if I met him in a alley would scare the shit out of me. He just fit the profile of a
Mhm.
pro wrestler so well. I always thought he was super entertaining. I mean, his interviews with Mean Gene at WrestleMania 8 were just hilarious. Yeah.
When you think about his like 89 to 92 run, in my estimation, he's exactly the reason why some fans believe wrestling is real.
Yes.
If you watch him in that time frame, he is legit scary. And we're talking about on this show about how some wrestlers just have that aura. I mean, Sid was the epitome of that. He was so good that he outshined two of the biggest baby faces in WWE history, where the crowd basically turned on Hogan because they wanted Sid. They basically turned on HBK because they wanted
Mhm.
Sid. If you just want to watch basically like a 30-second clip of why Sid was the man, just watch his entrance from Survivor Series 96.
So good. So good. Who's the man? He's just so believable. He just, like I
Yes.
said, he had that aura of believability. I mean, like, look, he's not putting on 5-star bangers or anything,
Yeah.
but you don't need to do that. He didn't need to do that. He was a big dude that looked tough as hell, that was, a guy who could draw money. And that's what he did. And he also liked softball a lot. And he made it work for him. Look, people, no matter what, no matter how many times he took off to play softball, they were calling him to come back,
Yep,
weren't they, Justin? There's a
they
reason
sure
for that.
were. Yeah, he was like kind of the ultimate, just jumping from, federation just because he did what he wanted. He didn't care, what Vince or the higher ups at WCW wanted from him. Sid did what Sid wanted, and Sid wanted to play softball.
And you know what? On a certain level, I respect it.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Rest in peace to the big man.
Yeah, rest in peace. We had to call that out. It just happened today. So yeah, it's too bad. We would like to have had him for a lot longer. But yeah, just 63 years old. He had been battling cancer. So yeah, unfortunate. Rest in peace, Sid.